way the team responded after, I guess, a slowish start?
Yeah, it was good. We were slow to get going and just sort of a bit reactive and let Collingwood be first to the ball, which after last week we knew they'd come out pretty hot. So it was a bit disappointing, but yeah, to their credit, they turned it around probably in the last 5 minutes of the quarter themselves. I thought Michaela Weston, Jess Wrench, even Sarah Lakay, a couple of their contests late in the quarter sort of jolted us to life, but that was the real focus going into the second quarter, and I thought we dominated the game in that space for the next three, which was good.
Just had a few big moments, I guess, with the physicality. How important do you think that was for the team?
It's no secrets around here. I really, really like Jess Wrench. It's one of the better 14 disposal games I've seen. Like the way that she can play on any forward in the comp, be it a small, she could play on a tall, which she has this year, and then you can insert her in the midfield as well. She defends like three people just because of her intent and her speed and power is so good, but without her hunger to want to do it, it can go to waste. But she's kind of got all those three things, and I thought her game today, while the team was a bit slow to get going, she carried us for a while and didn't take the foot off the pedal, so I was really proud of her game.
There was a moment literally where we're standing.
Yeah.
She laid a tackle, got up there, smashed her off, and she
Well,
off the field.
That's what I mean. You wouldn't want to be tackled by her, and she goes and goes and goes and can cover three players sometimes. So I think she's still Rising Star eligible, and I know they usually like goals, but hopefully a few of those tackles register, because sometimes what she does doesn't even get a stat, but it's so important for how we want to play.
Are you getting the sense that the team's sort of growing in that ability? You said they turned it around themselves late in the first quarter, but to be able to turn the tide of a game and it isn't going their way?
Yeah, I think that's been a growth area. It comes from their physical capacity increasing and a bit of belief. But I think more than that is they're clearer and clearer about what is important to our game. So when it's going well, they know why. And when it doesn't start well like it did today, they know what to get back to and just simple things that they can do in their roles to help turn it. So, yeah, I think that deepening understanding and being able to kind of problem solve it out there has definitely grown. So, yeah, it's pleasing.
How important is history to you at the moment? Like last week, you win by your greatest margin ever. You break that today, greatest margin ever, and then most wins ever. Like the opportunities and the boxes you're ticking off are historic. Are they important to building your story within this group?
I hope I don't let down your question, but not really. I actually I sort of thought to myself today, I'm really glad no one's talking about the history anymore. It's kind of like, oh, they've won 5 in a season. Like all the records kind of aren't the focus anymore, because there's an expectation of our team now of consistency and how we're going to turn up. And I think that whilst it's nice to mow down a few records and milestones, and hopefully there's more ahead of us, I actually like that it's even the response of our group. It's not like a shock or surprise to anyone. There's a healthy expectation that we expect ourselves to turn up and compete with anyone, and the winning's just a byproduct of that. Not really, because first things first, we'll be talking about Adelaide. And that's the other thing. I think there's a real appetite to just want to improve and keep focusing on the little things that finals, it's not in our control to talk about it. It's an undeniable carrot and it hangs over everyone in this comp. I think every team wants to play at the end of the season. We're one of them, but we've got so much growth in our group. There'll be some great learnings out of today. Largely around, our start, and then how could we possibly capitalise a little bit more with the dominance we had in the second half. So there'll be so many learnings to come out of it that I think our focus will just be trying to improve those throughout the week and setting ourselves up for a big test against Adelaide.
What's the early thought with Courtney's knee injury?
It looked pretty serious. Obviously couldn't play out the rest of the game, and you could just tell by her response it seems a significant one. She's a tough competitor, Court, so if you don't have to hold her back from going out there, it probably says that there's some damage there, but we don't know. We'll just have to have it assessed and hope for the best.
Do you fear for Rico?
Pardon?
Do you fear for Rico?
Oh, it's always a fear when someone goes down. She got knocked in a marking contest and landed awkwardly, and it was her knee, so that fear is always there naturally, especially in our comp where they happen a bit. So, we hope we get away with one. But if not, knowing our rehab team and what Courtney's like, she'll come back better. So we'll just have to support her through that.
Did one phase of your game please you more than any other today with your scoring power and the way you defended?
Yeah, I think it was our defensive side of our game, other than the first two goals, which I thought we were just a little bit off in terms of being first to the ball, and Collingwood were just able to move it at will. Aside from that first 15 minutes, I thought the way we defended, they didn't score another goal after that, I don't think, or maybe one or two more. But I thought when we're in that mindset of defending really well, we seem to be able to generate offence off the back of it. So it was probably the defensive side of our game that we were most proud of.
Looking up forward though, to get 5 goals out of Riggs, Blackburn and Amy Franklin, you know, that sort of tall forward has been an area in the past that's lacked the West Coast. How exciting is it to have 3 key pillars now who can be that focal point?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting, especially given how young they are. You know, for Riggsy in her 5th or 6th game to have our full belief that she can go down there and play as a tall target and really structure up our forward line. Frankie's season's really building. She's gone away and put the work in on a few things. And Wack, I mean, her versatility to be able to go and play in the ruck, almost like an extra on-baller. She had 20 disposals today and was one of the ones that was consistent with her contested stuff right throughout the game, but then to be able to go forward and impact and catch them in the air, I think it's exciting with, you know, the work she's put in her body and her fitness to be able to do it across 4 quarters. It's been great to see that grow.
Cool,
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.